My name's Mary Jones, Executive Director of the Boulder Junction Chamber of Commerce, and today we're hitting the water with Bill Sherer, owner of We Tie It Fly Shop. Let's go! So, how long have you had your business here in Boulder Junction?
I've had my business since 1991.
And what made you choose to open your business here?
Well, there's a number of factors. First of all, I lived in Boulder Junction when I was in high school. Boulder Junction is uniquely situated geographically in this region. We sit at the top of a big plateau. That's the two counties that we sit on, the Lake Country, what the state calls the Northern Highlands. So this is one of the highest points in this region. We're at just under 1,800 feet. That's pretty impressive for the Midwest. We have 125 miles of coastline along the world's largest inland ocean just to our north. To our east, we have about 5,000 miles of trout stream. To our west, we have about 2,000 miles of warm water rivers. And we live right in the middle of the lake country. It's all within an hour. There is no other fishery this diverse anywhere on the planet. It is a unique place. And for that reason, I knew I had to be in Boulder Junction.
When customers come into your shop or when they book a guide trip with you, what can they expect?
Well, when they come into the shop, we're going to give them as much personal service as we possibly can. And that means that if somebody else has to stand for a few more minutes, usually they love it because they're learning something anyway. I'm very big on teaching people technique. I don't really care if they make it pink or purple or whatever colors they use, as long as they use the better techniques. That's very important to good construction of the fly, to good fly casting, to choosing materials. All those things become very important. So the easiest way for me to do that is to take a little bit of extra time to make sure that everybody understands exactly what they need to know so that they can have the best experience possible. When we're out on the water, it's the same thing. I really spend most of my time teaching them the proper casting technique, teaching them the proper fly placement. Where do we need to go in the water column with the fly? Are the fish looking up? Are they looking down at the bottom? I really, really want those people to get the very best education that they can. I am not under any delusions that my customers are going to go with me fishing every time they go fishing. So I want them to be successful even if they're not with me. That's real important. And I think that most of the guides in the area feel the same way. I know the guys that I know, even though they may not fly fish, they still feel the same way. They teach their customers proper techniques so that they can be successful on their own.
And speaking of teaching, you don't just teach when you're guiding someone or when they stop in, you have full classes where people can learn how to tie, is that correct?
That's correct. We do Zoom fly tying classes all winter, as well as in store. This big table set up gets cleaned off and there's a station for 6 or 7 people.
When you're out on the water, what types of fish are you trying to catch?
It kind of depends on the customer. Our 3 biggies that we do the most are muskie, trout, and smallmouth bass. And we'll do some other species also if somebody wants to catch walleyes or if they want to catch northern pike, even panfish. We can accommodate that. But those 3 are the 3 that most people want to catch. I mean, who doesn't want to catch a muskie? Smallmouth bass are some of the greatest fighting fish on earth. And of course, our native trout up here, brook trout, is beyond a doubt one of the most beautiful fish on the planet.
When customers come in and they're just stopping in, maybe they're not familiar with fly fishing or they're coming in for the first time, what will they find here in the shop?
So they find something real unique. You won't find this anyplace else in the Northwoods. I am a fly tyer. I'm one of the old master fly tyers. What you find in here is lots and lots of fly tying materials. Also fly rods, reels, lines, leaders, thousands of different kinds of flies. Some clothing, we have some t-shirts, rain gear, undergarments, waders and wading shoes and things like that.
Do you have any other businesses other than your fly tying shop?
Yes, I own another manufacturing business. I manufacture fishing pontoon rafts. They're designed specifically for some of our headwaters areas. We live in a headwaters area. You don't get to be at the top of the hill without having the start of all the rivers and streams.
And what would you say is the best part of having your business here in Boulder Junction?
There's a lot of really good reasons to have a business here in Boulder Junction. One of them is we got a great community. We have a lot of wonderful people who really pull together to make a better community. We're heads and tails above other communities as far as infrastructure goes, as far as our broadband, all of the things that we do as a community better the town of Boulder Junction. That's really important. I'm Bill Sherer, and I am Boulder Junction.